Hey guys, I'm Billy No Mates and this is hashtag Let's Get Awkward. And today we are looking at bathrooms. Well, the using of public toilets. We're not going over bathroom designs in case you thought we were. I really don't have the money and my bathroom just hasn't got enough to swing a cat. Though why you would want to swing a cat is really confusing. I mean, I've always seen people on those house buying shows entering rooms with a cat thinking, I wonder how I can measure the size of this room. I know, I'll swing this cat. What did the cat do to you? Anyway, the public toilet. It is there in our desperate hour of need, unless it's one of those we have to pay and you have no change, so you run to a shop only to be told you have to buy something. By the time you've made your mind up and got the change, da da da, there's a queue, and you have to cross your legs and pray that you won't wet yourself in front of everyone. We've all been there. Let's start off with my experience. Thankfully, it wasn't violent, but still a bit horrifying in some sense. It happened in 2016. I was shopping and I asked a customer help desk if, as a trans man, I could use the bathroom. I was still scared to use them in case something happened. They said it was okay, so I popped to the loo and I was washing my hands. I noticed the main door to the bathroom open. I looked up, but no one came through. So I shrugged it off and finished drying my hands. I opened the door to see a security guard standing in front of me, asking me to come out. He told me this was the men's toilet and I was meant to use the women's next time. I explained I was a trans man. He still said I had to use the women's. I said no, that the help desk confirmed this was a trans-friendly place. He told me to wait there and went to speak to the help desk. From the distance, I couldn't really hear what they said, but he motioned me to come up. The help desk looked a bit, scared, shaken, said they had said no such thing and that I had asked if it was okay for me to go in to the men's room to help my son on the toilet. What the shimmering fuck? I don't have a son. I have a daughter, but she wasn't even with me at the time. I said, no, that's not what happened. I never mentioned a son. They said, maybe I heard wrong. The security guard said I either used the women's toilet or the disabled toilet, but to never go into the men's, even if I was trans. I was actually fuming and I made a complaint. Thankfully, it was looked into. The security at the store doesn't actually work, only works with them by contract. So it was another company, and they said we'll pass this on so training can be given and apologised. Thankfully, I haven't had a problem since. What really pissed me off was the anger and the fuss in the security guard's tone, which I assumed he used on the person at the help desk, because what I did was not illegal. It is covered in the Equality Act 2010. I cannot be discriminated for my gender identity and legally allowed to use the bathroom of that identity. Trans using a public bathroom has always been a weird topic, and the US is a big topic with Republicans, transphobes, etc. Showing ads of women and children getting sexually assaulted by big bearded men, followed by a post saying, if the bathroom bill passes, it will legalise sexual assault. It doesn't. It never will. What gets me is it's a bathroom. I don't know about a lot of people, but a public bathroom is scary, though I do have autism. I mean, the noise of the hand dryer, the bang of the stall doors that seem to shake all of them, while the sound sounds like a vault door being slammed, and the echo feels like it goes on forever. Then there's the talking and laughing with people trying to open your stall, but it's locked, so they decide to knock on the door to ask if someone is there. Of course, someone is in there, and that's why the door is locked. And even if you do answer, there have been, on some rare occasions, they go into the next stall, and instead of using the toilet because they were like, I'm bursting 5 minutes ago, they stand on the toilet to peek over the top to see if someone is there. What the fuck? Why would you do that? It happened a lot in high school. I mean, the toilet's in use. We're not going to move any quicker because you're watching us. And that's before we even look at transgenders using them. To me, it's a place you do your business, wash your hands, and go. Yeah, some are making this they're making this not just an issue, but a massive mountain of problems. The myth is, if we allow transgenders, especially trans women, to use the bathroom of their gender identity, it will allow them to harass or sexually assault women and girls. How do they come to this conclusion? Well, trans women are gay men, and all gay men are pedophiles, despite no evidence to back this up, and has been debunked. Oh, it's been debunked numerous times, but somehow they just can't reach that conclusion. But there was this one author called Christine Burns, and argues that people who want to be perverse don't need permission. So what she's saying is that even if we did legalise in the US, we have it in the UK, even in the US they legalise transgenders to use the bathroom, perverts are still going to, try and sexually assault someone, and even if transgenders were allowed to use the bathroom, the problem would still be there. But using this is a dangerous lie, and it has created fear, and it's not really helped by a video done by a YouTuber called Joey Salads. He dressed as a woman. He put on a dress, a matted blonde wig. He shoved it on, made no attempt to brush it or straighten it so you could see part of his actual hair, and tried to use the women's bathroom in what he called a social experiment. I've had to rewatch this video loads of times, and the more I watch it, the more issues I find with it. Like, firstly, instead of researching this thoroughly and enlisting the help of an actual trans person to go to the bathroom, he decides he would dress up. He does claim to have consulted his trans friend, and the trans friend gave them the seal of approval for what he's about to do, and that he cannot be transphobic because he has a transgender seal of approval. No. Secondly, his appearance, a quick shave, not a good one, with a tunic, black leggings, and flip-flops with socks. And let's face it, that's the real crime. Who wears flip-flops with socks? I've met a lot of people who wear flip-flops with socks, and they're not very nice people. I'm not saying that all of them are, but it's just not a good thing to wear. It looks weird. He donned a cheap blonde wig, which was matted and wonky, and once again, apparently his trans friend was on FaceTime on the video to give him their approval. However, you do not get to see this trans friend, so for all we know, it could be anyone. Thirdly is the video itself. He only enters the bathroom seconds after women have gone in, and when confronted, makes no effort to protect his femininity. He's just like, oh, I'm a girl, I can do this. Which just makes it look really bad. And I don't like the way he actually follows women in, because he's literally... you can see the point of view of the camera is looking at the bathroom door, and you see from another corridor a woman walks, and then you see him seconds later shooting. So it's like he's hiding behind something, or looking like he's doing nothing, and then all of a sudden just gets really close to the woman and makes sure that the woman's attention is grabbed. So it kind of does get the feeling that he's stalking them, which doesn't help the cause. The video is 10 minutes long, and the experiment is about 7 minutes. And to be honest, it feels like he only did this for a short period of time. And despite one woman being accepting, he's basing these few encounters to say all women do not want transgenders in the bathroom and must seek another solution. It feels like this guy, as I said, did no research in trans experiences and made the issue look like a joke, not fully looking or glancing at the trans community in any way, shape or form. He went in looking for trouble. However, again, I did rewatch it and I got this feeling the whole thing was staged. When I say staged, I mean as in women were actors. The audio coming from the women sounded like they had mics on them because there was no cameras in the bathroom. The camera was centered outside. But you could hear the audio clearly from himself and the women as if they had mics on them. And if not, then he must have mic'd up that bathroom when no one was in, and that sounds even creepier. His conclusion, which may remind you was done on less than 10 women who apparently never met him before, as again, was that all women in the US do not want trans in the bathroom. Even if this was staged, even if this wasn't staged, a few encounters in one bathroom should not speak for a woman. He could have used multiple bathrooms in different locations of the state. I've seen lots of videos where people have said they're going to do this experiment. I'll try and see if I can get the name of one. Okay, found the video. I should really plan this more better. Usually ideas just pop into my head, but the video is called The Bones Brothers Barbecue Daily Show, North Carolina, where they actually acted on the HB2, which was legal to not serve people they thought were gay. And the reaction was, people said you can't just do that because they're gay. And if you look at what would you do videos, they do scenarios, many scenarios, from gay couples, adoption, racism, and when you watch them you can see that it is sort of staged. They have a few actors in there and the rest are normal people who are going about their daily business. They play out the scenario. They change the scenario slightly by changing the actors to men, to women, different races, ethnic backgrounds. They always have an expert on hand. They do research, and then they show you the results. But as we can tell by this video, he didn't do anything. It looks like he just skimmed a newspaper report and went, "Do you know what? I'm going to do this video and try and look cool." Because with the lack of knowledge and research, common sense and input from transgenders, he has narrowed the scope to only get information he wants and misses anything helpful for anyone else. It kind of feels like his main point was to argue for the people who want bathroom bills not to happen. Like he's a conservative, a Republican or whatever. He didn't seem to come in this with an open mind. And what people fail to realise is transgenders are more likely to be attacked in bathrooms than cisgenders. A few years ago, I read a news article of a short-haired woman in trousers. She went to use the women's bathroom in a hospital and was literally pulled out by a man who thought she was a man. The man approached the bathroom after seeing her go in and banged on the stall door, demanding she leave. Despite telling him she was a woman, it did not stop him from banging on the door, getting it open, pulling her out and attacking her. And that was a cisgendered woman. There have been many stories where trans women have been attacked by men. And it kind of gives the feeling that they are stalking the bathrooms and attacking them, jumping to the wrong conclusion every time that they are there to do something wrong, and I don't mean to cause a stink. The stories start off with, a man is somehow, all of a sudden he notices a transgender woman walk into the bathroom from a great distance and then starts to run in and grab them and pull them out. No, that's not the right move. You could just approach them and ask. But no, these people just seem to go there, and in the end, the person who caused the assault ends up getting arrested because, I will say this again, there is no link with transgender bathroom policies and legalising assault. Assault is still illegal, And once again, Christine Burns argues, and I will stick with it, that people who want to be perverts don't need permission. Even my brother agrees that if someone wants to commit a sexual assault or physically attack someone in a bathroom, they do not need permission. They don't need someone to say, okay, you can do it now, because it's been going on for years and years, decades, and it's illegal. They can't just say, they're not just waiting at the door going, oh, can't wait. It's illegal. Oh, it's legal. Let's go. No, they've been doing it before. Sounds like I was about to go on a tirade, but it's just, it feels like something so simple is, well, it is simple, but people are making it not so simple. But to try and put it simple, trans just want to use the bathroom. Like the good book says, everyone poops. Well, apart from the Queen, apparently, she gets people to do it for her. That's a quote from John Oliver. At the end of the day, they don't do it for attention, to be noticed and start a riot like Joey Salads. By the way, I did try to reach out to him, but he doesn't read his FB pages, though he does give out his mobile number. Yet, as it is as American number, I can't do international calls or texts, so I can't get a quote from him that way. I did try his Twitter account, but due to breaking the rules, it has been suspended. It doesn't say what for, it just says it has been suspended. And as of recording, he has not answered my email. So if he does, I will give an update, but I don't think I would, because due to the backlash of his video that were news articles, he wasn't really civil. He did a lot of swearing and carrying on and calling anyone who didn't like his video transphobic. So, a transgender who is transphobic, that would make a great story. But it's a toilet. We all need to go, and the sooner we ignore the transphobic lies and the propaganda, the sooner we can all use the toilet in peace. And by peace, I mean as much as you can get from a public toilet, which isn't really much, especially where I live, because they have these wooden toilet seats which are very, very thin, and it really does dig into your backside, so it's not very comfortable. And by that knock, it means it's times I have to finish. That is my daughter knocking on the door, singing, "Do you want to build a snowman?" Though I may have to inform you that it is summer. And though I do have a great view of the mountains from my bedroom, I can see cows, there is no snow whatsoever. So how we're going to build a snowman is beyond me. This has been #Let's Get Awkward. I've been Billy No Mate. If you do want to look up information about transgenders and non-binaries, please feel free to go onto mermaiduk.org.uk. Once again, we are not sponsored by them, but I do love mermaids and unicorns. So we'll see you next week, and hopefully we'll have another idea of what to do for the next episode. But this is the 5th episode, so I'm surprised I made it this far and no one's complained. Thank you, and good night. Well, good day, good evening, whatever time zone you are in.